Hey all, welcome to ShareTrek. This is Raj here. Friends, I'm really happy today to see some of my covered calls being absolutely green, and with the hopes that I might be able to keep all the money that I got selling those covered calls. And those are for CRISPR Therapeutics, which I sold at a strike price of $60, and for Bluebird Bio, which I sold for around 2.50. And these options are expiring in middle of August. So I think I'm in a very good position that way. So overall, that's the positive side for me. But the overall market has been red as far as our genomic list is concerned. Let's talk about that. Let's get started. Welcome back, friends. So today we saw most of the stocks in our genomic watch list go red, except for two of them. And among the two, one of them was Gilead, which again was something that we have just started covering very recently, but it has not been a staple of our watch list before. So suffice to say that it was a disappointing day for genomics. But overall, I am of the opinion that the interest rate hikes that have already been incorporated are starting to show up. That's why we are seeing favorable movement in our employment stats and also the overall inflation. And I think that the Fed is going to find it increasingly difficult to justify increasing interest rates. But of course, as a retail investor based on all the things that I see and my limited knowledge, that's what I feel is likely to happen. So that's another thing that makes me feel positive. So today, I want us to have a quick look at the TradingView platform and see the price action in some of these shares, because I think when the effect of the interest rate hikes would have filtered through and subdued our inflation to a certain extent, and the Federal Reserve starts being a bit dovish, that's when the animal spirits will return to the market. And at that time, some of our genomic stocks are going to be looking really attractive for people who have money and they want to park it somewhere where they can get exponential gains. And that's where I think CRISPR Therapeutics and Bluebird Bio are likely to shine. And I want us to just have a quick look at the TradingView platform to see how these two stocks are positioned. So let's do that. Here we are in our TradingView platform, and as you can see, our futures for NASDAQ are looking positive at this point of time, so that's really good. And if we go into the market moving companies, you have Microsoft, which ended positive. You had Apple, which was negative, but we had Meta, which was positive, and we had Amazon, which was also positive, and Google also positive, and IBM also positive. So overall, I think the market has turned a corner and it's looking good. And even if you look at the chart out here, let's go back into the NASDAQ chart just for a moment. And let me put QQQ there. So as you can see, it's overall a bullish trend that we have out here, and we are just above this 374.86 line of support. We are at 375.19, so that support is going to hold for us. And I'm very optimistic because we have above average momentum. The only concern here is that the MACD is bearish, but it's also tending towards the signal line to turn bullish. So I'm going to think that we are going to have a good day tomorrow. And now coming back to our genomic stocks, I would have just sorted these out according to the best performer for the day, and Gilead was the best performer for the day, and it gained a handsome 2.5%. So there is a big gap up out here, which is a concern for me. I always don't like gap ups. I like gap downs because then you have this impulse to move upwards, so it's a bullish signal for me. But gaps down, never. DNA is also looking good at 1.90. It has managed to break through the support out here at 2.12. But overall, it was a positive gain considering where it was yesterday. But still, as far as my covered call is concerned, I sold it at 2.50. So I'm happy with whatever action is happening here right now. And I do not see DNA touching 2.50 before my covered call expires. So I'm looking snug out here. And if you see the momentum, it's below average, and MACD is also bearish when it comes to DNA. So that said, if you look at Illumina, it again had a red day. Momentum is also weak at this point of time. Intelia also is looking weak out here with the low momentum. Now I want to go directly to CRISPR Therapeutics because that's what we came to see here. CRISPR Therapeutics has been having a series of drops. Now the question everyone will ask is, Raj, what's wrong with CRISPR Therapeutics? They're going to have their exa-cell being approved by the end of the year. What is happening out here? To be honest, I really don't know what's happening out here. I don't see anything wrong with CRISPR Therapeutics unless something has gone wrong with exa-cell, which is very highly unlikely because they are in phase 2 and they are in a really good situation overall. And also they have got the VCTX 210 lining up nicely, and they have got the cancer therapies, the oncology therapies that they are working on, which is also doing very well. So I'm at loss to find out why we have lost so much. I mean, if you look at the amount of steam we have lost, I think in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in the last 6 days, we have lost around 15 to 16% in value for CRISPR Therapeutics. I think this is a very good buying opportunity, and I'm absolutely hopeful that 47.88 is going to provide a strong support. And friends, as always, let me warn you that this is my personal opinion and not financial advice, so please do your own due diligence. And the other reason I would say that it's likely to bounce back is also because the momentum has gone as low as it could. It may go down a little more further, but because there's a support line out here, I am expecting that we are going to bounce back up again and MACD will turn towards the signal line. So that's what I am expecting. We are already in August. September, October, November, December. So only 4 months remaining in this year. So I think anytime around November, we should start hearing positive news about exa-cell, and that should push this stock further up. Now let's have a quick look at Bluebird Bio and see what they are doing. As far as Bluebird is concerned, it has dropped it has dropped almost 7% today, and that's a big drop. And the momentum is just below average, and their MACD is also just about bullish. So everything is in anticipation, I think, of the earnings that are coming on 8th of August. There's a bit of jitters. So hopefully tomorrow we'll find what happens. I think the earnings are coming in the morning before the opening bell, and I'm looking forward to a good day in the stock market for Bluebird, and I'm looking at Bluebird recovering. Of course, I have sold covered calls there at $5. So right now I'm sitting pretty, but if they have some positive catalyst out there, then it would work. And what could the positive catalyst be for Bluebird? I am thinking that if they gave some statistics about the sales figure for Zynteglo and the sales figures for SkySona, and if they disclose any arrangements they have with insurance companies for SkySona, and maybe some statistics about how good Zynteglo has been performing on the field. So those are the kind of things that are likely to be a positive catalyst, and they can push this up. Otherwise, we are still looking forward to the last quarter of this year to see any meaningful movement upward for Bluebird Bio. So friends, that's what I have for you guys today. Hopefully tomorrow is going to be a wonderful day. Happy hunting. And I'll catch up with you again tomorrow. And by the way, friends, I have launched the membership option, and there are 2 types of membership, one for Genomic guys and one for people who are interested in HIV programming. Please check that out. I have put an intro video also out there. There's a join button at the bottom of the screen. You will find it somewhere out here just below. And if you click that, it gives you the options. Please join the channel and help me keep these things going for a longer period of time. It will be very supportive of you to help the channel. Thanks and have a great day. Bye for now.